let's shift focus to GVK Power Infrastructure, the stock on the radar. And joining us now is Isaac George, the Director of Finance of the company. Mr. George, if you can first update us on what is GVK's intentions and game plan with respect to the Bangalore International Airport. Have you reached an understanding with Siemens on buying more stake? Are you in conversation with them?
Not really, but what we have mentioned some time back was that we would certainly like to increase our holdings from 29 to beyond 51%. And the only person who can help us achieve that objective is Siemens, because Siemens holds about 40% of the stake in Bangalore International Airport. Of course, there is an issue with lock-in. Siemens 40% is locked in. Out of that 40%, 14% is locked in till May of 2011, and the balance 26% is locked in till May of 2015. So there is an issue with respect to lock-in, but we have expressed our desire to purchase their stake if they are prepared to sell it. An informal discussion has started, but we will not be in a position to conclude anything unless and until there is a meeting of minds.
But Mr. George, has Siemens made it clear that they will be actually selling this 14% as soon as this lock-in is over, because you have the first right of refusal over there?
Absolutely. See, basically, I don't see any reason for Siemens to continue, because basically they came in as equipment suppliers, and they have completed their mission there. They've finished the airport, supplied equipment, and I think if we make a good offer, which is tempting enough, I'm sure they will be in a position. They will be selling the stake. That's what I believe.
When you say there is no meeting of minds, what do you mean? That you all have just not arrived at a price?
No, not really a price. I think they will have to first sort of come forward and say that, okay, fine, we are prepared to sell our stake. That has not happened, honestly.
Oh, all right. Okay, sir, then let's shift to the other point, which is about which the market is abuzz. You're raising money through some private equity funds. Is there any money raising plan which is to be tied up pretty soon?
Yes, ma'am. I think we are in the process of raising money through private equity at the energy vertical level. There is quite a big amount of interest that has come about from private equity investors. We are discussing with a few of them, and hopefully, if everything goes according to plan, we should have a deal by the end of next month.
The names are 3i and Actis that we've been hearing. Have you shortlisted which one of these?
Unfortunately, I'll not be able to reveal the names because I'm under a non-disclosure arrangement.
Can you reveal the amount? Is it 140 million?
See, it will be in the region of about 250 to 275 million dollars.
Mr. George, also can you update us about the clearance from MMRDA for monetization of the airport land, because that's also one trigger which the investors are watching out for?
We have been maintaining for quite some time that the MMRDA approval will likely come during the third quarter of this financial year, and we would do the first installment of monetization somewhere in the fourth quarter of this financial year. We stand by whatever we have said. We are working towards it, and we are very confident that we will be in a position to get the necessary approvals and do the first installment of monetization in the fourth quarter of this financial year.
So what kind of revenues can we project for FY11?
At a consolidated level, ma'am?
Yes.
At a consolidated level, the revenues will be roughly in the region of about a notch higher than 2,000 crores this year, this financial year, 2010-2011.
Okay, and in the listed entity? The GVK
I'm talking
Power?
about the listed entity.
The standalone GVK Power?
At a consolidated level. Oh, standalone will not make any significant difference, madam. It will be a very small amount, because the only revenue that we have in the standalone balance sheet would be the revenue from operating 3 of the power plants, and the revenue will not be more than 30 or 40 crores.
Mr. George, what about the passenger traffic at both the airports, Mumbai and Bangalore? Because in Q1, you saw significant growth. I mean, the year-on-year growth was phenomenal, but even quarter-on-quarter, there was about 10% growth. What's been the trend this quarter?
The trend continues to be good. I think the first quarter you would have come to know the numbers. I think all round there was a big increase in numbers. You take the passenger growth. I think Bangalore recorded almost about 12% passenger growth. Bombay recorded 8% of passenger growth. Cargo was 42% up in both Bangalore and in Mumbai. So I think there was all-round improvement, and the trend continues during the second quarter of this year too.
Okay. You have 3 highway projects under development, 2 of NHAI and 1 other project. What is the financial tie-up status, financial closure status of these 3 projects?
You're talking about 2 power projects and 1 road project. Are you talking about that?
I thought of the 3 highway projects that are yet to be closed. Is it 2?
No. We have only 1 highway project, madam, and that is a project in Rajasthan which connects Devli and Kota. Mm-hmm. It's a project which entails an investment of about 850 crores. It's a 80-kilometer 4-lane project, and that project is ready for financial closure. Hopefully, I think during the middle of September, we should have the financial closure for that. Apart from that, we don't have any other road project on hand.
Finally, Mr. George, any fundraising plans at the parent company level, or you're done with most of the fundraising?
Honestly, no. At the parent company level, we don't require funds right at the moment, and what we are planning to do is raise money in energy, which will take care of our requirements for the next 3 years at least. We also have a plan to raise some money at the airport vertical level, but that is a little far away, I think, but that will also happen before the end of this calendar year.
If and when you are given the clearance for monetization of your airport land, what exactly is the kind of revenues you are looking at?
Ma'am, I think what we are doing is that monetize roughly about 1 million square feet of space at Mumbai. Bangalore is a little far away. I would not like to discuss anything on the monetization of real estate in Bangalore, basically because the real estate plan is being worked out. So it will take some time before monetization of Bangalore actually happens. But Mumbai, 1 million square feet is what is proposed in the first installment of the monetization. And, on a very, very conservative estimate, I think net it will work out to something like 10,000 rupees per square feet, at least, at the least.
Okay, Mr. George, thank you very much for joining us with all those details. Well, that's the word coming from an infrastructure company, doing well actually in terms of the kind of returns they're getting from their airports.